Yo, what's going on, boys? My name is Lemur, and today, as you can see, I have a fully crafted Ostringer with double enhanced perks, and I have a fully crafted Beloved with double enhanced perks as well. This is day 3 of the new season, and I know this is incredibly fast, but I have been absolutely grinding, and I'm going to be sharing with you my secrets today as to how to get these weapons as fast as possible. It could be Drang, it could be Beloved, it could be Ostringer, it could be Callus Mini Tool, whatever one you want to craft. Here's the fastest way to do it. At least this is what I did. There is a little bit of RNG involved in this. However, if you have higher RNG, you're going to get it done faster. It's pretty much how it works. But for the most part, this is the best method I can think of. I've spent hours upon hours upon hours doing this, and this is the best method that I've come to. So the whole idea for this farm is that you need to get the Opulent focusing engrams at the helm in the helm. So there's the Crown of Sorrow vendor kind of thing. You need that upgrade, and in order to get that upgrade, you need 5 of these upgrade points. I can't remember what they're called at the top of my head, but I'll put them on the screen. They basically allow you to buy the different perk points at the helm, and these perk points allow you to focus umbral engrams. Honestly, the first 4 do not even matter. I can show you right now what I have, but honestly, like, you can use anything. As long as you get the last one, which is the one for focusing opulent engrams, you have to get that one. That is the juicer. So basically, I'm going to go into this farm with the mindset that you have 0 of these materials. You are fresh. You just logged in for the first time playing the season. This is what you're doing. And if you're ahead of this, you've been grinding for a little bit, awesome. Just a little bit less time for you. But so let's say you have 0 of these things. These Vestiges of Dread. These are the currency that you use to buy. To spend at the end of the public event that takes place in the Castellum on the Leviathan. Basically, you have to spend 500 of these, and it will give you 56 reputation points in addition to another 56 reputation points that you get just for completing the public event. So if you complete the public event but don't turn in any of these materials, you only get 56. If you complete the event and turn in the materials, you get 112. That's how much you get per event. So in order to get all of those upgrades, you need to max your rank. So the fastest way to max your rank for Crown of Sorrow is to do the public event. However, it's not worth doing the public event if you don't have a stack of 500 of these things to turn in. You need a stack of 500, and I wouldn't even do the public event unless you have them, because it's just a waste of time, honestly. What you should be doing is, if you have 0 of these, you need to do what I call the chest/patrol farm, which is basically running in between the areas of the pleasure gardens and the royal pools. You need to run back and forth, basically opening every single planetary chest that you find, collecting every single node. A big thing for this is putting a combo detector on your ghost. I use Guiding Light for the XP for the season pass, and combo detector on my ghost detects resources and like planetary chests within a 40-meter range. It's huge. Definitely need this. The reason why is because these caches and these resources give you a ton of those red shards, which is huge. You get a ton of Vestiges of Dread. It's a great way to farm it. Another thing you need to be doing is, while you're running back and forth, you just need to be doing easy patrols. I'm talking like just easy, kill enemy patrols, kill enemies and pick up their, the drop things. I forget what they're called, but you know what I'm talking about. Just easy patrols. That's what you want to do the whole time, because those patrols not only give you rep, it gives you a little bit of rep. It's not as good as the public event, but they give you tons of these dread things. So you get about, like, I don't know, like, you get like maybe 40 per patrol, I think is what I was getting. Like, you get a bunch. Like, you literally just run that for an hour. If that, you'll be maxed super easy. This is not super hard to max out. But basically, the whole idea is you get to 2,500 of these. You do the public event 5 times. So you pretty much use 500 of these things each time you do it. You can do it 5 times. As you're doing it, you're also getting something called Opulent Umbral Energy. This is what you need to focus the engrams once you have that upgrade in the helm. It costs 28 energy, dude, which is a ton, to single focus 1 engram, or single focus 1 weapon, excuse me. There's also an option that only costs 7 if you want to just a random opulent weapon. You can do that as well. I only recommend doing the latter, which is the 7 energy one, if you want to focus all of these, and if you don't have any red bars at all, and you just want to focus just opulent weapons in general, then yeah, sure, because you can just get a random red bar drop. It's pretty much just like a key. It costs 7. It's not that big of a deal if that's what you want to do. However, if you already have let's say, for example, you already have 3 red bar beloveds just from farming keys, which we'll get to in a second. If you already have 3 red bar beloveds, just focus the beloved. You might as well. Like, just knock it out. I'm telling you, just do that. I know it's more expensive, but it'll be more worth it. That's the move. That's what I did. Yeah, so that's definitely the best way. What the planetary like patrol / chest farm also does for you while you're going for these is it also drops these things. It drops these keys, and these keys you can, I'm sure there's other guides for it. Basically, there are chests all over. There's 3 chests in the pleasure gardens and 3 chests in the royal pools. Once you get a key, it'll tell you on the key in the description where this I guess key leads to and which chest it opens. It'll tell you the area and kind of where in the area it should be. It's not super hard to figure out. I'm sure you can find it online somewhere if you can't figure it out, but it should be pretty simple. These chests drop you opulent weapons. This is the only way to get them in the game other than umbral focusing. You have a slight chance for a red bar, and the reason why this farm sucks is because the keys aren't guaranteed from anything. Even if you do the public event, the chest at the end can sometimes drop it. It's not guaranteed. I like to say it has a higher chance, but dude, it really doesn't. Like I've done like 5 in a row sometimes without getting any keys. Like it just sucks. Like this grind is very, very grindy. It is very, very long. It will get easier as the weeks go on because you can unlock more of these nodes in the helm to kind of help you along with the grind. Like I think there's one where you get more energy from doing a public event. I think there's one where something like costs less. I don't know. There's a bunch of them in there that can help you out. But the point is you can't actually get those until a couple weeks into the season. So if you want these weapons early, this is what you got to do. And even once you get those, this is still a farm you have to do for them. Even with those, those, I guess, less kind of helpful, time-consuming upgrades. So you still have to do this farm, hopefully just a little less. Okay, so once you have a stack of 2,500, you do the public event 5 times, you're grinding your opulent energy, you can hold 200 of these, which allows you to open 7 engrams. Each one costs 28, you can open 7 engrams with a max stack of 200. Unfortunately, this takes a long ass time. If you want to get to 200 stack of max of these, and you get 7 per public event, each public event takes roughly 10 minutes, and that's like if you're speeding through it. Like I'm being generous here. Like if you're speeding through it, like it'll take 10 minutes. It usually takes longer. But let's just say it takes 10 minutes. That's at least 4.5 hours of grinding. If you do the math, it's four public events to focus 1 engram. Since each one drops 7, it costs 27 of the energy to focus. So that is 4 public events for 1 engram. You multiply that, by how many. I guess each run takes 10 minutes. You get a total of about 4.5 hours. It's pretty terrible, but it is a grind. So in order to make this go by a little faster, a good thing you can do is try to make it seem like you're pretty much doing a bunch of different things at once. Some of the stuff that I did was I would equip any red bar weapons for materials for the resonant elements, because you're going to need this to craft the stuff anyways. You might as well farm it. I would just equip like some red bar weapons and stuff like that right before the public event ended. Each time you do a public event, it gives you 50% on the attunement, which is pretty nice. So yeah, that's what I would do. That's a good way to farm materials as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the farm, guys. You pretty much just want to run back and forth between the royal pools, opening chests. Oh yeah, let me get into the keys. The keys come from chests. It comes from the public events. Pretty much these keys give you a chance at an opulent weapon, but it's not guaranteed to be a red bar. It's literally all up to chance. So you have a small chance to get a key from a chest. Then you have a small chance to actually get a weapon that you actually like from one of the chests. And then you have a small chance to actually get a red bar from that weapon. So the odds are not in your favor with this grind, boys. It is pretty tough. It is very rough. I did get lucky, even though this took me around, I want to say 30 hours to totally do. It is a grind, boys. It is 100% a grind. There's one more thing you can do to try to make it go a little bit faster is, and I highly recommend running Wither Horde with maybe a funnel web and eager edge for this. Eager edge is almost a must for me because it just helps you get around this area so much faster since you don't have a sparrow. This is the move. Like literally the move is eager edging everywhere, going from zone to zone, opening chests, doing patrols, doing haunted alcoves, which are those little things in the bottom left, like those little events, killing high value targets because those have a chance for keys. Pretty much any chest that's in a patrol area that isn't, actually no, pretty much any chest that's on the Leviathan has a chance to drop a key. So you pretty much just want to open any chest you can, whether it's from a high value target, a nightmare event or something, or even a planetary chest. They all have a small chance to drop it. I'm pretty sure it's all equal. I used to tell myself that the bigger chests would have a higher chance to drop the key. They just don't. It's all 100% random. So you get a key while you're doing it. You're farming for your shards. Hopefully you'll get enough, or hopefully you'll get a weapon that you like along the way. Hopefully you'll get a red bar. If you do, awesome. If you don't, that's when you focus. When you have a max stack of energy, this takes a while, but pretty much all you're doing is going back and forth, and to originally, like, you have to max your rank, boys, if you want to get this done this week. That's the only thing that sucks. If you want to get it done this week, you have to max your rank. You can get lucky with red bar drops with keys if you want to, but I think that's just so random. Like, I would go hours and hours without getting a red bar drop. I think it's much more efficient just to be able to focus it and actually spend this energy on something and not just let it sit here. Because by the time you can actually use this energy, you're going to be at 200 max for a while. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the farm, boys. If you have any questions, let me know. There is one more thing you can do is after the event, there's a bit of a cheese after the public event that you can do. If you didn't know this, after you complete a public event, there is 5 areas in the Castellum where these 2 secret little chests can spawn. I'm pretty sure they're just planetary chests, but they can drop keys. And so that's why you open them. They spawn in 2 of these areas. It's random each time. You just kind of have to eager edge around the area, try to find out where the chest is. If you have that little thing on your ghost, if you have the mod on your ghost, you can kind of see from a little bit further away. So that's very helpful. Pretty much what you want to do is eager edge to each of these. You want to open each one, and then if you run into a different area and then run back, it actually saves the instance. So you can open the chests again. If you're really fast, you can open both of these twice. Usually, if they're in, if they're across the map from each other, usually that can be pretty tough. I found running to the pools is a lot faster than running to dogs. So if that helps you out, I would try to do that. But pretty much you just want to run into the instance for dogs and then run back into the instance for the Castellum. And the chest should still be there. If you eager edge on your way over there and just dash your way over there, you should be able to open it again, and they actually can drop keys. So it's a good way to get some keys if you want to do that. I did it every time I did a public event. Hopefully I would get a key. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did, guys. It took a very, very long time, so don't be discouraged if you're not getting anything. I totally understand. It is ass. So believe me, good luck, guys. There's one more thing you can do as well. There's a thing called these bound presents. These drop from just turning in 500 of these Vestiges of Dread at the end. You're going to do it anyways. Hopefully you get these drops. These are used in the Sever weekly mission. And what you can do is once you have a stack of 5, you can do it with 1 or 2 or whatever, but I recommend going with a stack of 5 because it's kind of a waste of time if you go in with less than that. But you want to run the mission again, and then at the end there's that chest. That chest can only drop the haunted weapons. It can't drop the opulent weapons, but it can drop this umbral energy. So it drops 5 for each of these. So if you have 5 stack, you get 25, which is almost the whole weapon. I think it's worth it. It's definitely easier than running the freaking public event 4 times. So I highly recommend doing that as well. That gives you some energy, lets you focus a little bit more. These are pretty much all the methods I use to farm for this thing, dude. There really is no other cheese for it, no other little glitches you can do. This is the fastest way. You just got to grind it out if you don't want to wait another week or 2 for the upgrades in the helm. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. If you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to ask me down below in the comments, or just come to my Twitch stream. I'm very helpful. I'm actually using these weapons in PvP now that I have them. I'm just playing the hell out of the game. I love them. They're amazing and 100% worth it. So make sure you pick them up. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, again, don't be afraid to ask. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.